Today we're talking about one of the best time savers hiding inside Zoho Books, bank rules. We're going to cover what a bank rule actually is, how to build one from scratch, and what all those fields on the rule screen actually do, and a couple of quirks around rule priority that you'll want to know about before you build out a big list of them. By the end of this video, you'll be able to set up bank rules that do your transaction categorizing for you. So first, what is a bank rule? A bank rule is an if-then instruction you set up once, and Zoho Books applies it automatically every time a matching transaction shows up in your bank feed. Instead of categorizing the same recurring vendor or the same type of transaction by hand every single time, you tell Zoho Books what to look for and what to do with it when it finds it. This matters because most businesses have a handful of transactions that repeat constantly. A monthly software subscription, a recurring vendor payment, transfers between your own accounts. Once you've built a rule for those, categorizing your bank feed stops being a manual chore and starts happening on its own. Recurring expenses are a great fit for this too, especially when the amount is always the same, since a rule can catch and categorize that exact transaction every time without you touching it. Let's hop into our demo company, Zenatta LLC, and take a look at the bank feed. Here in the Uncategorized Transactions tab, you can see that we've got a handful of transactions sitting here that haven't been matched or categorized yet. Rather than clicking into each one and trying to categorize it by hand every time it shows up, let's build a bank rule so that Zoho Books handles this type of transaction for us automatically going forwards. To get to your bank rules, go back to your Banking tab and look in the top right corner of the banking screen. Transaction Rules has its own dedicated button up there. Click it, and you'll land on your rule list. Every rule you've built lives here. It's also where we're going to create a new one. Click New Rule in the top right corner, and that opens up the Rule Builder. First things first, give your rule a name that actually tells you what it does. You don't want to be guessing later on based on a generic label. We're going to call this rule Demo Company 3 Monthly Subscription because that's what we're aiming to categorize. Next, decide whether this rule applies to deposits or withdrawals. This matters because Zoho Books give you a different set of categorization options depending on which one you pick. So choose based on which direction the money is actually moving for this type of transaction. Next, you're going to pick your transaction handling option. This tells Zoho Books whether you want it to automatically categorize these, or if you just want it to throw a label on these transactions for you to categorize. For this demo, we're going to leave it on recognized transactions rather than categorized transactions, so you can see the inner workings of the bank rule when we get back to the uncategorized transaction list. Next, let's go over how to pick our criteria for our bank rule. These are the actual if-then statements that Zoho Books is using to categorize these transactions. Let's set the matching logic. Do you want this rule to fire only when all of the criteria you list match, or when any one of them matches? Every criterion you add here works like an if-then statement. If the transaction matches what you've got specified, then it gets handled the way you set up below. Choosing all versus any just controls how strict that matching is. All is tighter and safer. Any is broader and will catch more variations, but be careful because it can also catch things you don't intend. Now for this bank rule, we're going to go ahead and select a couple of different criteria. We're going to go with payee. We're going to add an amount. You can also add description and reference number if you wish. For this dropdown, you can choose is, so that it has to equal that payee or equal that amount, contains, so that the payee or amount contains that number. Usually this is best for descriptions. Starts with, or is empty. For instance, if you have a payee field that's always empty when it comes through, but you know that that is your janitorial service, you can select an amount and make sure that it only catches that amount when the payee is empty. For our purposes today, we're going to say our payee is Demo Company 3. And our amount is $54.99, which is our monthly subscription. Don't forget to select your dropdown. Once Zoho Books identifies a match, it needs to know what to actually do with it, and that's what the record as controls. The options you see here depend on whether you picked deposits or withdrawals earlier. Whenever you choose in record as, decides what's selectable in the account field right below it. And account is simply the account this transaction gets booked into. So pick your record as option first, then choose the specific account. For today's purposes, we are going to choose expense. And the account is going to be a dues and subscriptions because this is a monthly subscription. Below that, you'll see a handful of optional fields: location, vendor, reference number, and reporting tags. None of these are actually required, but if your company uses that structure, fill them in. It saves you from having to go back and add that detail by hand later. Vendor is especially important because that keeps you from having to add the vendor to every transaction even when the bank rule catches it. Now the last step before you save, associate accounts. This tells Zoho Books which accounts this rule is actually allowed to run against. All of your credit cards, all of your bank accounts, everything, or a custom selection of specific accounts you pick yourself. Set that, and then click Save. Now let's go back to the Zenatta bank feed and watch this rule actually do its job. We're going to click Banking to go back, and then we're going to scroll down to the Zenatta business checking account. And let's refresh so that Zoho catches up with us. To see how that transaction that matches what we just built shows up tagged as recognized, Zoho Books picked it up automatically the moment it matched our criteria. So when it's recognized, you just click Categorize, and it pops up with the vendor filled in, the expense account filled in, the category filled in, and you can just click Save. Now back on the rule screen, if we wanted this to happen without us having to lift a finger, we would just swap that recognized tab to the Categorize selector. Now, if you're finding this useful, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. It's a totally free way to help us out. And while you're down there, drop any questions or comments below. And if you'd like to talk about how we can help with your Zoho implementation, head over to Zenatta.com and book a meeting. Alright, let's get back into it. Of course, not everything is going to have a rule built for it yet, and that's completely normal. Here we've still got a few transactions sitting uncategorized. Let's categorize one of those manually instead, so that you can see how to build a bank rule right from this screen. Here's a shortcut that a lot of people miss. You don't have to go back to manage transaction rules to build a rule. Right from this manual categorization screen, Zoho will prompt you to create a bank rule based on the transaction you just categorized. So if you know you're going to see this same transaction type again, build the rule right here on the spot instead of doing this manually every time. Just click Categorize Manually here at the top. Select your expense account. Then select your vendor. And fill in any additional information here, from employee and use tax to a reference number for a check perhaps, or the location. Then click Save. Zoho will immediately pop up and ask you whether you want to have this description contain the description and the amount equal that amount. For this intents and purposes, we're going to have the amount equal $124.50, and because we have one, it doesn't matter, but I like to choose any one. Then we simply say Demo Company 9 Advertising Rule. And you can click Save. Now, let's go back to our transaction rules and see that rule we just created. There it is, Demo Company 9 Advertising Rule. Now, if a rule isn't behaving the way you expected, head back to the Transaction Rules button, click into the rule, and click Edit. Adjust whatever criteria here needs adjusting, and then save it again. Now, let's build a bank rule for this Demo 15 company for $89. It's also an advertising expense. And our vendor is Demo Company 15. You click Save, and it will build the rule again. But if you'd rather not get prompted every time, you can click Don't Show Again on that bank rule suggestion. That doesn't take away your ability to create a rule, it just stops the prompt from popping up automatically. You'll still find the Create a Rule button at the bottom of the manual categorization screen anytime you want to use it. It's just no longer put in your face like this. Now, one more thing you need to know before you go build out a long list of rules, and that's rule priority. Zoho Books works down your rule list from top to bottom and applies the first rule it hits that matches the transaction, and then stops. So the order your rules sit in that list is their priority. The frustrating part is there's no drag and drop way to reorder them in the interface. If you need to change the priority, you have to delete the rules and recreate them in the order you actually want them to run. There is a workaround, and that's an API call that can swap the rule's ID to change where it falls in the order, but that's not something you want to attempt on your own without guidance. If you run into a priority conflict, reach out to Zenatta's finance consulting department and we will help you sort it out. Setting up bank rules can feel a little time-consuming up front. You're building out criteria, deciding on record as options, filling in optional fields. But once they're in place, categorizing your bank feed goes lightning fast. And if a rule ever needs adjusting, it's only a couple clicks away. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please hit that like and subscribe button. If you want the natural next step from here, go check out our video on reconciliation best practices in Zoho Books. And don't forget, if you need help with your Zoho implementation, head on over to Zenatta.com and book a meeting. We would love to help. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.